What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 of this 7th taking over 8th every 25 years weird craziness. I've had some comments. I saw episode 1 went out, and yeah, it probably would be better to core everything. We can do that another time. We're going to do probably a few of these in the next month or so that's fine. But for this one, we're just going to let the chaos unfold. We're just going to leave it. I think this time the Mamluks did do a better job. Yep, they still have some of it, so it's not so much. I don't think they'll be getting Portugal again. That's how I think we should look at it. What else has got? There is some mess right here. Milan has grabbed some stuff here, and they look pretty good. Mantua has somehow taken over half of Venice. Okay, some crazy stuff going on in there. Croatia is still around, by the way. Austria is shrinking. Obviously, we did see them get attacked. Is that Transylvania? It is. That's cool. Lithuania's a mess. Polotski's getting bigger. Prussia is now disintegrating. I didn't realise Prussia was here, but there you go. England is all of this, but has not yet formed Great Britain. Oh no, they don't have any of Scotland. That's why they need one of these provinces. But okay, Norway's shrinking, so Sweden's finally doing stuff. Oh, Novgorod helping too. Kazan, yeah, Muscovy just didn't come back, so that's interesting. Now I have actually no idea. I didn't look at all this time. It could still be the Mamluks like 7th place. I have no idea though. So here we go. Hopefully, I would like them to be a bit closer together. It would be cool. But here we go. Who is it? It is Jaunpur, and it's actually the Mamluks being eaten by Jaunpur. That is this really is gonna mess up the Portugal land, isn't it? Okay, right. I need to do multiple things here. I need to find out the code for Jaunpur. So here we go again. Debug mode. What do we got? Jaunpur JNP. See, why is it not JAU? Okay, well that's fine. So we need, and Mamluks is just Mam, isn't it? Yep. So here we go. Tag JMP. Was it? No, is it JMP? See, that sounds more like Japan, right? But then I guess Japan is JAP. But then why aren't these JAU? Doesn't matter. Okay, JMP. We're now Jaunpur, and we're now going to annex Mam. I'm going to make a typo one day. Right, this could go even worse. But I don't know. It's close. I mean, it probably means the Mamluks won't be doing their thing anymore. Like that's probably what. Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna stay as them, just because that seemed to just maybe last time seemed to have helped. Now I've forgotten what it is. Was it JNP again? Okay, I'm gonna stay as them just for like 10 days at speed 5, because see we skip all this. Okay, that was like a month, but that just stops them giving away all the territory immediately. So we'll see if that does anything. We'll have a look at who is the new sort of 8th place. The AI going to get it? See, look, they actually did. Okay, they tried. The Mamluks are coming back, but they tried. Portugal did retake everything there. Oh, well, they are currently 3rd. The next one is Austria and Oira, however you pronounce that. So that's a mess and a half. Maybe one day we'll get some that are close together. If not, we'll just let the chaos. I'm hoping one day it's just like, I want more like Lithuania, right? Where it's just a mess as opposed to just Portugal getting everything back. But here we go. Either way, I will be back at 1600. We're going to go to 1700 in today's episode, and then we'll do 1821 in the final episode. So there we go. Here we go then. 1600. Exciting times. A bit nervous. What has actually happened? Let's have a look. So yeah, Portugal recovered all this stuff. Tunis has come out of nowhere. France is also looking really big, eating into Aragon. What else? Milan is still around. Austria is really shrinking. In fact, Hungary is back. The Ottomans are really starting to pick off on this weakened Austria, Poland, Lithuania region. Yeah, you can see they're starting to dig in. That's pretty scary. Holstein is still around instead of Denmark. Sweden's killed a lot of Novgorod. Ooh, Tver is growing. These countries are cool. It looks like the Ottomans might run away with it. We're gonna need like France and Castile to somehow be like 7th and 8th and merge into a super country. Like that's what we need. It's probably not. Oh my. Okay, Castile integrated Naples. I didn't see that. Okay, well that's pretty big. The Mamluks are back, and Najd also gained a lot, and the Ottomans have obviously profited on that. I don't know if Jaunpur. Yeah, I think they're just back to normal. That sucks. Adal growing here. Congo. Mali's here. Moravi and tomorrow. Castile has South Africa. Over here it's still sort of early days. Malacca here. Ayutthaya. Gujarat. Bamanis. Who else do? Ming is still here. Oira is very big. Japan is still split between 2. So I have no idea who's going to be 7th and 8th. Hopefully it's not the same 2 again. Hopefully we've avoided that. Maybe it won't be the Mamluks this time. Ajam and Tunis. I did not expect either of them to be in this top 8, but this shows that what we're doing is having an effect, because Jaunpur is also in here. We are messing things up big time. I mean, Ming is 5th. Like, it's not beyond the realms of possibility they get down here. But yeah, Jaunpur, Ajam, Tunis. So Ajam... Oh, that sucks, because Tunis was doing well. Again, don't think this will go well, but it could leave some chaos in its wake, or Tunis will just recover. I mean, all the Ottomans will just take everything. But here we go then. Ajam's code is... We have to look... Qom. Really? QOM. What? That's better. Ton. That's a bit better. Okay. Qom. There we go. And then Annex. Boom. There we go. Ajami Migra. I feel like they could hold this, you know. I have hope for Ajam. You can do this, Ajam. If I just... See, if I do that for a month, I prevent them getting rid of stuff, but I'm also not picking options, which is probably hurting them as well. So it's a tough balance. But here we go. Observe. It's probably all going to crumble again. Yeah, I see bits going to Aragon. I mean, at the very least, it gets dissolved between different countries. It doesn't just... I mean, here, Tunis has not come back. I saw Aragon and Morocco so far growing. But we'll come back at 1625. I don't know who it's going to be next. As it stands, it is Jaunpur getting Austria, which, I mean, Austria probably won't be there by that time because they're struggling. But there we go. Ajami Maghreb. Actually, it looks like Ajam is at war with the Ottomans. Oh, no, that's the QQ. Well, we'll see how it lasts. I mean, there's hope. One day we'll have two that can actually be next to each other and just hold on. But we're not there yet, obviously. Okay then, 1625. What is going on? Let's have a look at the world. Florida is here, and Newfoundland as well, and a lot of natives still. French California as well, I see over there. Castile's got some bits. I feel like it's been slowed down by what we did. Obviously, like Haiti here is independent. They could be really strong, actually. New Granada, Castile. Okay, Castile's still doing well, but yeah, Portugal obviously got sort of wrecked. Mali's not having a good... What is that font? That is air, and... That's disgusting. Marrakesh here. Tunis is pretty much back, but Algiers is here now. And Ajam still has some of it, but not much. Aragon is losing to Austria somehow. France looks a bit bigger. Yeah, they're starting to kick England out, that's why. Who is this? That is the Ottomans against Castile. Okay. Adal. Congo's looking bigger. Moravi still here. More Castilian South Africa. Hormuz. Ajam, I mean, they're no worse than they were. Gujarat, Bamanis, Jaunpur, Bengal. This region's looking fairly similar. Ming, Ayuthya's looking good. Who's this? This is Jiangsu. They only have one... How the heck are you... Oh, no, this is them as well. I was like, they only have one province. How are you doing so bad? But no. Well then. And then Northern Europe. Sweden has now got all of Novgorod. Tver, Kazan looking bigger. The Ottomans seem like they've maybe slowed down, but they've pushed very far into Europe. They have... Whatever this province is called. Trieste. So they're pushing towards Venice. That's pretty scary. They boarded Graz. They're not too far from Vienna. Yeah, that is terrifying for the rest of Europe. Transylvania still here, which is pretty cool. Is there any other cool sort of... It's hard to see. There's a lot of units. Any other cool sort of countries just turned up? Not really. Well then, I have no idea again who's 7th and 8th. Hopefully not Ajam and Tunis again. Adal and Okay, these are getting more and more crazy. How is Adal? I mean, great job. We're obviously wrecking these other countries that should be on the list, aren't we? I feel like these 5 may have saved themselves. I feel like these 5 will now never drop low enough for it to matter. They've escaped the early fight, and now these 5 are set. Whereas everyone else is just going to repetitively get screwed over. Jaunpur might have just also got there. Maybe being in 6th now. Unless it goes really badly, you know, they might climb away. But Adal... Transoxia, I mean, that's pretty similar to the Ajam Tunis in, like, distance. Bit of a mess. I'm not sure. Ada TRS. Okay, well, there we go. Nice and simple. Okay, Annex TRS. There we go. I mean, see, it's not terrible. It's not great either, but it's not awful. There you go. Adal, Central Asia. Again, I don't think they'll hold on to this. And it seems to be a bit of a bad luck curse, right? Being gifted some land. No one seems to have held on to anything who's been given. So Austria has now struggled. Lithuania struggled at the start. Portugal's not doing great anymore. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be like a... You know, even being given the land is not particularly great, let alone being taken over, that's even worse. But yeah, being given it so Adal, it's probably not a good sign. I'm not sure they'll be able to hold on to this. It'd be amazing if they could. But there you go. I'll see you in 1650 then. We'll just keep going with this hecticness. Okay then, 1650. I need to keep reminding myself in my head to not intro these little clips. I start recording again every time. I'm like, what is going on? Oh no, start again. We didn't do it this time, which is good. We're here. Well, oh my goodness, Castile has almost all of South America. Okay, France has a lot of North America though, which is pretty cool. Newfoundland and Florida have not grown too much. Right, we should go next. Let's go to Africa. Mali, not doing so good anymore. Fulo is here though. Air has fixed their font over 50. What difference? 50 years, you can change. That's what we've learned. Adal is still around. They've not suffered to the curse. I don't know if they're still 8th or 7th in the world, but Castilian South Africa's grown a bit. The rest looks mostly the same. The Ottomans seem to be growing, and yep, they are currently invading Europe again. Ajam has survived the curse a bit. Castile's pushing into Morocco. France looks kind of the same. England, Scotland looks the same. There's not much has changed in actual Europe, has it? It looks very similar. Crimea's looking quite big. Are they allied to the Ottomans by any chance? No, they're not. What is this? Tributary states, Chernigov and Polotsk. Oh, okay. Don't know how that's happened, but there we go. Lithuania's still here. Sweden's still fairly big. Sapmi has arrived as well. That's pretty cool. The Transoxiana region, it went like this pretty much straight away and has stayed like this. But yeah, sorry for you guys. They won't be 8th, so I mean that's at least some change. Right, come on, here we go. Asia looks mostly the same again. In fact, this area's got a bit more colour to it, but yeah, I think most of this is the set. Oh no, Janzu sort of died to these people. But yeah, the rest of it looks like. Also, Oira is getting a lot of Russia, because I guess there is no Russia, right? So it looks like they... Horde government, economic... I have no idea if any... They look like they're getting bigger. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. But here we go then. No one's in Australia yet. I don't know. Sorry. Australia is here and independent. I'm guessing... Is it independent? No. It is a crown colony. I don't know. That's probably some DLC thing. I have no idea what it is. They have a 666 leader though. But yeah, there you go. Crown colony. I don't know if that's just is that just a posh English colony? Are they all crown colonies? I have no idea. Is Newfoundland a crown colony? Yeah, maybe that's just all of them. But there we go. It's not named English Australia. That was why I was confused. But either way, here we go. Who's 7th? Who's 8th? It's going to be a mess. Whoever it is, I'm sure at this point. Adal again. And this time the Bamanis. It's closer. We're getting there. The distance is shrinking. I mean, I wouldn't want to swim this far. That's for sure. But it's getting closer. It's getting closer, We're managing, right? We know they are ADA. Bamani's BAH. There we go. That's what we need, We need more of that. Right, Annex. Bamani's. This is important because it's going to mess up quite a big region, right? Some of the more recent ones, I mean, the one in here, the one in North Africa, I mean, Tunis has pretty much recovered. They're not as important regions, but yeah, just a giant mess in the middle of India right now when there's quite a few other powers vying for control of India. Yeah, this could be big because Bamani's, they might come back, but they're not going to come back as strong. It's very rare. Tunis is maybe the exception, and even they're not as strong as they were when they got annexed. So yeah, I don't think we'll see Bamani's come back at the same strength. So we will see. I'm going to hop into observe. We'll go forward 1 month again. It goes very slow now when I restart. It does not like it at all. But as you can see, Andra's gained some provinces. Yeah, this is being eaten up. The Bamanis came back pretty quickly, which is good for them. But they're still going to be weak. Yeah, I think they just sell the provinces. That must be because there's no war. There's no rebels. I think it is just selling the province one a day. And that's why it's a bit slow when we start. Once I go... Oh, seen some... Is that... I thought that was France. Bastar. These guys managed to double their province count, see? So yeah, the Bamanis did come straight back, which is why I've tried not to show you too much of what's going on, because it's not all that exciting. But they're going to be a lot weaker, I think, than where they were. We should probably see them maybe fall to Gujarat or somebody next time. Adal, yeah, I mean, this idea hasn't worked out perfectly, but as I said, it's creating some messy scenarios, so we're going to stick with it. As it stands, Adal will get a jam next, so there we go. It's come full circle for a jam. And the big 5 remain pretty comfortable. I think Jaipur, again, as I said, may now be safe. But it's going to be a mess. Someone needs to knock Adal off the 7th place pedestal, maybe. But there we go. I will see you at 1675, another 25 years. And yeah, I'll see. I don't know why I say it. Like, I'm not going away for a long time. It's gonna be like 2 seconds, but it feels awkward to not say anything and just stop talking. But we'll just do that. Okay then, 1675. What have we got? Australia, you still good? Oh, they got New Zealand now, so that's pretty cool. They're growing out here. What else? Oh, we got the Khmer emerging. This area sort of seems a little different, but mostly the same. The Ottomans have made it over here as well. Ming, are they getting smaller? I think that's just me. They're not getting smaller. They're still good, I think. Maybe. I think it's just because these guys are really big, like physically big, so it makes Ming look smaller, but Ming is probably the same. Japan has formed despite not having Ashikaga in there, which is okay. They have random specks of Korea. Okay, what happened in India? This is where we did make a mess. Bahmani's not quite dead, but they are currently being invaded. So there you go. Who is this? Mysore going in there at the moment. What's going on over here? Ajam, Fars. No, nothing's really changed. Transoxiana's gone though. Kazan's still big. Tver. Sweden's getting there. Scandinavia probably next time. The Ottomans, yep, keep growing, keep growing. Austria, Hungary's still around. How? I don't get it. The Ottomans must have just let them off the hook. Castile with a lot more. They haven't formed Spain yet, but France has Barcelona, so that might be why. France is still looking quite good. They now have bits of Castile as well. England, they reconnected this somehow. I have no idea. Poland has got some weird borders, but I'm here for it. Crimea's still big. Ryazan. Cool. Beja. Adal's still around. Congo, Moravi, Castile again. How's it looking over here? Castile's still very much in control. They are definitely number one, aren't they? Although, that said, France with an awful lot of North America. So there we go. Here we go. Who is 7th? Who is 8th? Adal again in 7th. That's not changed. Poland, is it? Oh, no. Poland was starting to do well. Well, this region, which has definitely been the most cool region since it got absolutely wrecked by our intervention, it's going to get even weirder because Poland will probably come back. But some of these will grab some provinces, and yet they will be weaker. ADA. Has Poland got a weird one, or are they just Pol? Pol. Perfect. Thank you, Poland. Thank you for being another normal tag. Here we go. Boom. Adal is now the proud owner of Poland. We will also we'll do a little ledger, a little brief look at the ledger once we've got to 1700. But there we go. Adal. They're holding out. Maybe it's just going to stay the same. Is it just going to be Adal every time? I guess if they don't fall. But they are near the Ottomans. Yeah, we might need Adal to collapse or someone else to do something. I mean, it's not like these guys are doing a lot. England have done like nothing. But yeah, hopefully by 1700 something will change. I'm going to zoom into the water again. But here we go. We will see you at 1700. Here we go then. One last time for today. Anyway, there'll be another one tomorrow, hopefully. We're back. 1700. France is looking very, very comfortable right now. It's very different to what we had last time. Although last time, to be fair, there wasn't many countries left. So Newfoundland here is still coming along, much slower than like the French progress, but it's coming along. Castile's still very good pretty much everywhere else. Africa, the Ottomans just ate all of this territory. They didn't quite make it to Adal over the last 25 years, but maybe Adal will not eat anyone now. I don't know. Congo, Moravi. Still, yeah, the rest of it's still pretty much the same. I think these guys have got a bit bigger. Castile's got a little bit further down this way. Europe, nothing. Hanover has eaten into Austria. No, sorry, not Hanover. Lancia, and Hanover has emerged up here. That got confused me. Prussia's a bit of a comeback. Poland has returned, but yeah, not as strong. So as you can see, and Lithuania's had a bit of a crumbling too. So Prussia now quite big in this region. The Ottomans still the main country over here. Sweden, not quite yet Scandinavia, but they are now attacking Kazan. What else have we got? Anything here? No, nothing crazy. Afghanistan's got a bit bigger, eating into this territory. Well, I thought the Bahmanis would die, but Malwa died. Ish. They've been split in half. That's not what you want. And over here it looks the same. Khmer's a bit bigger. Brunei's got a lot bigger. And Australia is taken over, which is pretty cool. I wonder if they would be on the list. Here we go. Adal. Okay, well this is hectic. Adal, they're holding on to 7th. They're going to take over. I guess they're essentially killing the hopes of whoever's catching them. Oira. There we go. O-I-R. So there we go. That is... This is going to be the messiest one so far. There we go. Adal is going to lose all of this, but I don't know how strong Oira will be to take it back, or will Ming get it all, or what's going to happen now? They've got a lot of issues here, as you can see. But we'll just hop out and leave Adal. You know, we're causing a lot of these problems for them. And is it going to look good? Is it not going to look good? It's not looking good. But as I said, Oira, they got one province back. Okay, they're getting a few now. Yep, see, it just doesn't work. Kazakh got one there. Ming's got a few, but yeah, Oira will take most of it, I guess. We tried. It was a cool idea, you know. I'm afraid, like, I don't have the time, okay? Let's not be cynical or anything. I'm not paid enough. Just being honest, we're not paid enough. We don't have enough time for me to, like, you know, run whole series as a test and then actually record another one. Like, I can test, like, the first few years. I've done that for some of the Civ ones, just to make sure, you know, we're not going to have a disaster and it crashes after, like, the second or third episode. Which still does happen sometimes, but we move on. But yeah, I'm afraid I just don't have the time or like the resources. If it goes wrong halfway through, like we're screwed. Like that's how it is, I'm afraid. But here we go. Militaries, the Ottomans lead the way. Then England, Castile, Jaunpur, France. Adal is doing very well still. Gujarat, Ming, Prussia. I always wonder what happens to the troops because when you annex them through the console, you do get their troops. So I don't know if Adal will manage to walk these ones home or what happens, or they just delete them probably, but it's a cool thought. So there we go, those are some of the biggest militaries. Let's just have a look at, I don't know, development. I mean, we know the list. Ottomans, Ming, France, Castile, England, Adal. This list is obviously a bit different. You can see the colonies. Newfoundland is actually the 8th most developed country in the, no, 7th most, wait, sorry, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7th in the world development. Newfoundland, oh sorry, Newfoundland 8th, sorry. French Mexico, 9th. Australia's climbing though. I think they could get on there. But they're still part of England, so they won't be eating anyone. I keep getting confused. But yeah, no, they're still part of England. There we go. That will be it for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, if we're causing a mess, I hope the final outcome is still interesting, you know, regardless of not quite getting the desired effect. We kind of wanted them to hold on to the territory, but it's turning into quite a funny mess in some areas. And I think it is having lasting effects. I think it's definitely impacted the game. But yeah, there we go. That is going to be it for this one. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Also, hang on. Ming is definitely getting smaller, right? I feel like I'm not going crazy. I feel like these provinces did used to belong to Ming. I don't know. Maybe they do look smaller now when I zoom out. I don't know. But either way, there we go. Thank you for watching. See you next time.